So here we have my list of topics that I think are very important within digital literacy for teachers to start using in the classroom. So first of all, I have how to use Google Drive, because I started with this in middle school and high school, and I think that maybe in like later elementary school this is something that would be amazing to start even then, because that's usually when students begin doing group projects, which is something that Google Docs, slides, spreadsheets makes so easy to do group work on, because multiple people can work on a Google document, slide, etc. At one time, which makes it so easy to peer edit and that kind of thing. And speaking of peer editing, I know anytime that my teachers wanted us to have peer reviews, it's so easy just to click a button and share with anybody, any of your classmates. You can peer review each other's work, and it just makes it so easy, and that is such an important thing because your peers can help you fix a wide variety of things, whatever it may be that you might not catch yourself. So second on the list, I have how to efficiently use a Google search. So by this I mean that I didn't learn until middle school or so how to write a proper, question into Google. And when I was younger, I would write full sentences into the Google search bar, and this just gives you a less concise group of websites that you can get your answers to whatever you're looking for. And when you have just this broad spectrum of any answers in websites, it makes it a lot harder to find what you're looking for. However, when you are, when you know how to properly put what you need to search into Google, or whether, Bing, Yahoo, whatever you're using, that can help so much. So, next I have how to use interesting technology to make a lesson more interesting and engaging. So what I mean by that is, if a teacher has a boring, just Google slide, PowerPoint, whatever, where it's just words on a screen, students are going to lose interest. And same thing if students are presenting a project, that can be, boring too, honestly. It's just hard to capture attention when you are just looking at, a blank white slide with a few words on it. It can be very distracting. So once you learn, a Prezi can be so much, more fun to look at. It's much more engaging, or even just the technology that they have within Google Slides or PowerPoint. Once you learn this, it makes a lesson or presentation much more interesting and engaging. So third of all, I have know how to use Skype or other webcam sites. And why I think this is so important is because when I was in elementary school, we had a sister school that we had pen pals with, and this was such an amazing thing. And my topic is elementary journaling. So while writing a letter is not technically journaling, it's still, learning how to write and to love to write, and, how to properly write. And I think it's so nice to let students at a young age learn how to properly write a letter. It is so important. And what we did was we would Skype with our pen pals once a month or so. And I think that this is such an engaging thing to do in a classroom, and it really excites students. I know it always excited me and my other classmates when I was younger. So I think that's a very exciting thing to be digitally literate on. And lastly, I have to teach students how to use a website. Teach students how to tell if a website uses factual information or not. So as a teacher, I'm sure many people know, like Wikipedia, for example, is not always the best website to go to for factual information, because a lot of people can just get on there and edit it to say anything that they want. So there are many websites out there like that. So to teach students that websites that say .org or .gov a lot of the times are better than, a .com. So to teach students this makes it a lot easier to find proper information that, even though elementary school kids aren't necessarily doing a lot of research papers, in case they ever do, need to Google something for anything, that any kind of homework really, because younger students are using electronics more and more. This is a very important thing to know. So these are just 5 things that I think are very important to use in the classroom. Thank you for listening.